Hi, welcome to another episode of Bokeh. This is Jeremiah Green, and today I would like to talk about how photography relates to cinematography and cinema. If you're into film, you might want to take a look at photography. They really relate a lot with each other, both camera settings and composition and how you tell a story. So the first thing I learned in my photography class that I took over the summer was settings. I already had a basic idea of how to work my camera and to get a good shot, but with this class I really learned what all these settings means. After you've mastered your settings and you have a firm grasp on that, that's when you can delve into composition. And composition is everything in photography and film. It's everything. If you have bad composition, your shot or your scene is going to look like crap. Ça va. A great photographer to study if you want to look at composition and how to tell a story with one frame is Gregory Crewdson. He spends an average of $20,000 per photograph, and when you look at his photos, you can just see a story playing out. The longer you stare, the more of a story you get. He spends an average of $20,000 per photograph, which is insane until you realize that he creates everything. It's an entire set. Everything you see in that photograph is put in there by him. It's there for a reason. He's a great photographer. Check him out below. Here's a link right here. And yo, Mr. White, wanna cook some meth? A great cinematographer who also does photography, Emmanuel Lebetsky. He did Children of Men and Gravity. You should check out his work. Instagram. Okay. Thanks a lot. This is Jeremiah Green. Have a good one.
Hey guys, Quaid here. I'm going to talk about a website I found recently called Letterboxd. It's a film website. I found it when I was searching for an alternative to IMDb. It's not that I don't like IMDb anymore. It's simply that it's not cutting it for me in the way I want to use a film website. And this one is a lot more personable. So this is the homepage if you don't have a username. If you want to sign up, you just hit start a diary right there in the middle. This is what it looks like when you're signed in. It gives you some popular reviews, some lists. The lists are just really great on this. That's what I really like this for. I also like this for just keeping a list of films that I've seen and films I want to see. Now, your profile to ask you for your favorite films. Those are 4 of my favorite films. No Country for Old Men is certainly my favorite film. In the upper right there, it keeps stats on the films that you have seen this year and overall. Now, of course, there's activity tabs, films tabs, watch list tab, lists tabs, likes tabs, tags, network, and invitations tabs. All sorts of different options for your profile. They're pretty self-descriptive. The bread and butter of this website is, in fact, keeping a track of what you've seen and writing notes about it. So to do that, you hit add a film in the upper right. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You can add a review. You can rate it. I don't really like rating systems. I like a thumbs up, a thumbs down system. So I'll just say I liked it. And then you can say when you watched it. You can get really in depth to the exact day. And if it's a repeat watching, so you can keep track of your repeat watchings. Now, for anyone that's OCD, that's a little scary because going back, I can't really remember when I've seen a film. And of course, you can check if it contains spoilers so the community on this website can avoid it if they haven't seen it. Tagging it, this is something I might want to use in the future, honestly, because if you want to keep track of movies with certain things in them. Say you see a movie that uses a particular shot that you want to do in the future, you tag it that way, you can keep track of it. Alright, this is the part that I truly love about this website. It is the lists. To see other movie lovers' lists, whatever they are, is always a pleasure, and to be able to build your own list is always a pleasure. So this is the lists page on the website. You just scroll down and you get to see the popular ones, the new ones, the ones that the staff is choosing. Let's see what it's like to create a list since I really want to do this. Films of Bokeh. Let's put all the films in here that have been on the show. That's only 3 so far that we referenced in the first episode. Put in the name, the description, and then of course you're going to want to add in the names of the films as well as a tag. Scott Pilgrim, Children of Men, Les Samurai. Now here is an interesting part of the website where IMDb is probably still better for you. It is the sort of encyclopedia part of the website where it's going to give you the film title and the information. As you can see, towards the bottom there, they even say more details at IMDb. They are not trying to be IMDb. They are trying to be what IMDb fails at. They're trying to build a community, a way to share your passion for movies, keep track of the ones you've seen in a better way, and not have such a horrible rating system. Things are kept track of in terms of tabs here. It is not an encyclopedia at all, but there's some interesting information here. You get to see some reviews and people that you follow. Alright guys, thanks for watching my segment. I'm very impressed with this website. I want to spend some time soon plugging in all the films I can remember that I've seen, and I want to keep my watch list on here now. I'm going to have to plug that in, plus repeat viewings. I'm going to have to log those and so on. I'm really excited about this website. I think it's going to help me out in the future, especially with production. I really like the idea of being able to create a list and put notes on it, so in future the production teams that are in my films can watch them and see what I'm going for.
Pre-production. Line script. So what a line script is are pretty much you go through the entire script making lines with little marks at the tops and bottoms of where the shot starts and ends. So you label the shot based on what it's called and based on the script. So for an example, for an insert, you would only draw a little line on the particular section of the script that you wanted to get a close-up or cutaway of, whatever. A lot of what this is, a line script, it just kind of helps you cover your entire script. You can look at a line script and notice, okay, there's nothing missing. Like at least every single part of my film will have a shot covering it. So I did my shot list on an app. I did it on Shot Lister. I just really liked the way it structured everything and formatted it into this kind of color-coded pattern, and that I just think it looks really nice. And the next thing is storyboards. I hate doing storyboards. They don't help me at all. And I'm a terrible, terrible artist. So I end up doing them only because I'm assigned them. There are other things in this notebook that are important for my teacher, but not really important in the long run of things. Like that I didn't use at all, like the breakdown sheets. I don't know why I would need these. They seem completely useless and seem like self-evident. And crew lists, this isn't very important. You need to have a very detailed crew list because I screwed my crew list up and my AD ended up sending out a call sheet with only about 3/4 of the correct crew members because I didn't have the correct emails and I didn't have all the people listed. The only other thing I think worth mentioning about the pre-production process is the stress that comes with it. Every time I sat down and actually worked on my project, I felt really good about it, and I felt really confident, and I felt like things were going to go really smoothly. And they did. We shot already. It's just one of those things that every time you stop thinking about it, and then you think back to it, you think of, oh my gosh, I have so many things I need to do. And that may be true, but most of the time they're really small things that can be done very quickly, or stuff that just will get done. I mean, things have a way of getting themselves done whether you think you'll do them or not. But just kind of dealing with the stress, it's important to kind of just sit back, relax, and know that everything is going to get done. Making movies seems like an impossible feat, and it is until you get on set and you're actually making the movie, and then you finish shooting the movie, and you're like, wow, I can't believe that's actually done. That seemed impossible.